4 NCAA athletes have lost their eligibility forever. Not for failing a class, not for getting arrested. According to the NCAA, it all started with a FaceTime call before a college basketball game. At the same time, a football coach at another school was penalized for talking to a player who wasn't even in the transfer portal yet. 2 completely different cases, and one big lesson. The NCAA rules can end careers a lot faster than most athletes realize. The first case came from Alabama State's men's basketball. According to an NCAA infractions decision released in June, several players were connected to a sports betting scheme involving a game against Southern Mississippi. The NCAA says that a bettor offered money for Alabama State to throw the game. Players were reportedly placed into a group chat. Then came a FaceTime call on the morning of the game. According to the NCAA, the group agreed to influence the outcome. Later, investigators learned that money had been exchanged. The amount? Just $2,000 in total. Think about that. 4 college athletes. Permanent NCAA ineligibility for $2,000. And it didn't stop there. The FBI eventually became involved. Federal investigators reviewed text messages connected to the case. According to the NCAA, 2 bettors tied to the investigation were later indicted on federal charges. 2 former players were also indicted on charges that included bribery in a sports wagering contest, wire fraud, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. NCAA classified the violation as a level 1 ethical conduct violation, a serious category under the NCAA infractions process. Now, let's look at the second case, because this one had nothing to do with gambling. North Dakota football found itself in trouble because of recruiting conversations. According to the NCAA, assistant coach Travis Steps communicated with a player from another school before that athlete officially entered the transfer portal. The player had been recruited by Steps in high school. The conversations reportedly included football opportunities, transferring, practice film, and academics. Seems simple enough, right? The problem was timing. The athlete wasn't in the portal yet. And under NCAA rules, that matters. What's interesting is how the violation was discovered. Not by the NCAA, not by another school. North Dakota's own compliance office found it. The school self-reported the violation. The result was a $25,000 fine, recruiting restrictions, probation, a 1-game suspension by the assistant coach, and a 1-year show cause order. So why do these 2 cases matter? Because most athletes think that NCAA violations happen to somebody else. Coach at another school, or on another team, a program making national headlines, but many violations don't start that way. One started with a conversation, the other started with a FaceTime call. Both ended with NCAA penalties. One ended 4 college careers. The NCAA is paying very close attention to 2 areas right now: sports betting and transfer portal compliance. If you're a college athlete, recruit, or parent, those are 2 rule books that you can't afford to ignore. 4 athletes lost their NCAA eligibility. 1 coach was suspended. 1 school was fined, and it all started with conversations that didn't seem like a big deal at the time. What's the bigger mistake? Getting involved in sports betting or breaking the transfer portal rules? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.